Ever wonder how a comedy show is put together? Billy Crystal is on stage and behind the scenes in his on-location special, Don't Get Me Started. Next.
On July 4th, a major music event took place. A welcome home tribute to our Vietnam vets. Highlights of this incredible history-making concert will air on HBO in 2 parts. Part 1 features Vietnam-era artists with a John Fogerty finale. His first live performance of his Creedence Clearwater hits in 15 years. Welcome Home Encore, Part 1, tomorrow on HBO.
Leave the predictable behind and prepare for one of the most critically acclaimed and controversial films of the decade. Brazil. It's a place where bureaucracy rules.
That is your receipt for your husband. Thank you. And this is my receipt for your receipt.
A place where the individual is always under a watchful eye. And for Sam Lowry, a safe place for a solid citizen until the girl of his dreams changes his status to subversive.
What do you believe is behind this recent increase in terrorist bombings? Bad sportsmanship.
Jonathan Pryce, Michael Palin, Katherine Hellman, and Robert De Niro star in Brazil. Friday on HBO. Karate Kid Part 2, Saturday on HBO.
You're invited to a spellbinding wedding at Aunt Kate's castle.
What a cozy place for a wedding.
Gene Wilder's the lucky groom. Gilda Radner's the happy bride.
How do you like that?
That's my guy.
The crowds are coming. Even the uninvited are here. And you can thank one person.
Madam Catherine.
For hosting the big weekend.
This house is cursed.
Dom DeLuise is the wild, illustrious Aunt Kate.
I know that one of you is a werewolf.
Only a miracle can save this wedding nightmare.
Was he wearing a dress?
Yes, he was.
Just ask him to leave, sir.
If anything frightens you, anything at all, you just holler.
The fun is about to begin for one and all.
This is going to be some wedding.
Haunted Honeymoon, a comedy chiller. Premieres Monday, July 27th on HBO.
Fasten your seatbelts in August when nobody lands the hits like HBO. First stop.
Welcome to Bluesville, son.
He's looking for a lost song, and he needs him to find it. He's looking for a place from his past, and he needs him to get there.
We're both bluesmen.
Yeah, I'm the blues man. He's from Long Island.
Ralph Macchio and Joe Seneca are heading for the place where deals are made, at the Crossroads. Then, make your summer escape to the islands.
I say, let's go. All right, we're going.
Where Robin Williams plays host to a zany cast of beachcombers. Club Paradise, where civilization ends.
On the case.
Take a trip back home with Sissy Spacek and Kevin Kline. It's a place she never forgot, a summer that never ended, a feeling that never died.
Do you think we would have gotten married if I thought you were coming back?
Not home to me anymore.
A place where the violets are blue. And in a different hometown, danger and violence are a way of life.
Family gun, Dad.
Sean Penn and Christopher Walken are living on the wire in a dead-end town.
I love you. What? Is that what you want to hear?
At close range. Then stop for the night at...
Bates Motel.
Norman is back, and so is his mother.
Norman, is that you?
Yes, Mother. It's me.
Don't miss the fight for your life. Mother! Psycho 3. And reach your final destination with Tom Hanks in a comedy.
He's good.
And I wear bikini briefs.
And Jackie Gleason in a drama.
I know you hate me. But you have to know.
they're father and son with nothing in common. Then run right into September when Robert Redford takes off in Legal Eagles, Jeff Goldblum takes a beating in The Fly, and HBO Pictures presents Danny Glover in Mandela.
I'm giving you all the magic I got.
You will find all the magic in August right here on HBO.
Hey, if you cats thought you saw the real Billy Crystal in his on-location special, Don't Get Me Started, wait till you see his lost minutes. Outrageous outtakes, babe. Next, and I mean that.
They're cops.
Right, what do you think? We all wear uniforms, we all drive around in cars that say police on them.
They're best friends.
I can't believe that you missed all 6 shots. What are you talking about? I hit the windshield 6 times in a row.
They're funny.
You're gonna die for this. Ooh, I can feel the tension in the air.
But when this desperado takes his ex-wife hostage, they're fantastic. Billy Crystal and Gregory Hines, Running Scared, Tuesday on HBO.
I never told anybody I was a Vietnam veteran until 1977.
Each vet has their own story. They came back so hurting, so confused, so in need of so much. And one guy told me that the words that we always are looking for, we never hear, is welcome home.
On July 4th, a major concert event took place. A welcome home tribute to our nation's Vietnam veterans. Actors John Voight, John Ritter, and Peter Fonda hosted the HBO event, which was staged to raise funds for Vietnam veteran organizations across the country.
There are organizations, there are vet centers that are closing like mad, and we're in desperate need of the real nuts and bolts stuff. Wheelchairs, new wheelchairs, braille printers, computer terminals, things like that.
Performers rehearsed for 2 days as veterans traveled to Landover, Maryland for this reunion of words and music, a recognition many felt was long overdue.
I don't think it's ever be too late. It's nice. It would have been nicer a few years back, but it's nice coming now.
It's been long. Time coming. Going to be long.
As the concert got underway, it was readily apparent that it was not too late to say welcome home.
To all the Vietnam veterans, I've come to sing to you. Everybody, we are here to say, I love you.
Performers took the stage, many of whose work spanned the Vietnam era, each with their own special message for the Vietnam vets. Vietnam veterans themselves were included in this outstanding group of performances.
But in Vietnam, in combat, printed on the hand grenades, it said, pull pin, throw away. Like some guy's gonna go, oh, hell, I'll keep this one right here, huh?
One of the most moving moments of the concert was when one veteran, a victim of Agent Orange poisoning, performed his song, Hurting More.
Now my second baby was born to me, my Zachary, my boy baby, with twisted legs and broken sight. His struggle goes on this very night.
I don't get any testing or treatment or compensation for my Agent Orange poisoning. One thing I would like to see happen out of this event is to have people call that 1-800 number. HBO put out $1.25 million for this. I mean, they put their money where their mouth is. And it's a beautiful event.
The 800 number shown throughout the concert will remain open as long as contributions continue to come in. HBO will also air highlights of the concert in 2 parts throughout the month.
The vets who had sacrificed a great deal and who were very brave, regardless of whether they should have been there or not. They were sent there and they didn't have much to say about it.
Somewhere out there, beneath the
Music is the universal language. It's a healing agent. And there's power in music. If it's the right notes at the right time, it can move right through you to do some devastating things. Just like Open Sesame. You know, the magic would happen.
Some folks are born made to wear the flag. Ooh, they red, white, and blue. But when the band plays hail to the chief, ooh, they point the cannon at you. It ain't me, I ain't no senator's son.
This has been an HBO Location Report.
Carly Simon in a rare concert performance. From her newest hits to some old favorites.
Stay right here, please don't.
Let's all stay right here with HBO for Carly in concert, coming around again.
Good old days.
Premieres Saturday.
HBO, your summer entertainer, bringing it home all summer long. If Rich Little can't make you laugh, then he'll impersonate someone who can in his hilarious on-location special, Come Laugh With Me, coming up next. HBO, your summer entertainer, bringing it home all summer long.
Coming up, just when she's about to be adopted, her real mom shows up. Which Mother Is Mine? An HBO Family Playhouse presentation is next.
Up and away with HBO in August. First, it's off to the islands for a relaxing getaway.
Remind me to get a new pilot.
Then to the desert for a different kind of fun. For the brave-hearted, there's a trip to the Bates Motel.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Then take a romantic journey with Sissy Spacek and Kevin Kline. Or hit the road with Ralph Macchio.
Welcome to Bluesville, son.
With HBO, the sky's the limit.
On the next episode of Seabert, Tommy, Ora, and Seabert are on a cruise ship for some relaxation and heading for home. Startlingly, no harm can come to them there in the middle of the ocean. Or can it?
Tommy and Ora are not to make it to Greenland.
Can Tommy and Seabert rescue Ora and get the trio home safely? Or will Graphite get his way once and for all? Better watch the next adventure of Seabert and find out.
What do kids secretly wish for?
I would wish for the dinosaurs to be alive. You crazy, Mike? No.
How do they feel about dating?
You don't date somebody 25 times without asking them, will you marry me if you like them well enough?
And why do some kids find marriage appetizing?
If I don't have a wife that can't cook it, I'm not going to have anything to eat. I'll just have to buy frozen meat and I'll have to eat it that way.
What do kids really say when grown-ups aren't around? To find out, watch Kids on Kids on Kids. Saturday.
HBO, your summer entertainer, bringing it home all summer long.
Where would a kid go to visit Moki, Wembley, Red, or Boober? Down to Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock, of course, and it's coming up next on HBO.
He comes to Cleveland by mistake.
Some unknown force was redirecting the laser beam.
And yes, he is a duck.
Duck? It's Howard, thank you.
He's got to get back home.
This is obviously no place for an intelligent, sensitive duck.
But in the meantime, Howard will just have to deal with human life as only we know it.
What?
You ordered your specials. What's wrong?
This will mean the extinction of all existing life forms.
You haven't even tasted it yet.
What do you think? I'm into cannibalism or something?
Hey, are we like all in the same discussion here?
The eggs! Get them out of here!
He's lovable. He's bold. He's a bird. From the makers of Star Wars and Raiders of the Lost Ark, he's
Howard the Duck.
Tomorrow on HBO.
This is not what you think.
He's quicker, wiser, and stronger.
Secret of Miyagi family karate.
I don't get it.
Practice, you will.
No more tournaments. No more cheering crowds. This time, the combat is real. Ralph Macchio, Pat Morita, The Karate Kid Part 2. Saturday on HBO.
He would survive the destruction of his native planet and find peace in an isolated corner of the earth. He would discover purpose at a great metropolitan newspaper and fall into an identity that would soar high above the greatest of men. He would reach the unreachable. Bring hope to the hopeless.
Easy, miss. I've got you.
You've got me. Who's got you?
And restore a spirit to the populace.
Hey, Jim, go!
Excuse me.
That's a bad outfit.
Look, up in the air. It's a spectacular flight of fantasy with a man of steel. It's Superman, the movie.
It seems that's the time when the evening sun and I are your only crew. Judy, 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 I love you so. Judy, oh Judy, hold on and don't let go. Oh
In the heart of Africa, in the midst of parched earth, a miraculous spring brings life and sustenance to an amazing array of creatures. Some are passive, some playful, and many deadly, for this is a world where man is the intruder. Cliff Robertson narrates the Survival series as it takes you below the surface, above the waters, and to the shores of the mysterious spring, Africa's Mazima.
On the next episode of Seabert, Tommy, Ora, and Seabert are on a cruise ship for some relaxation and heading for home. Certainly no harm can come to them there in the middle of the ocean. Or can it?
Tommy and Ora are not to make it to Greenland.
Can Tommy and Seabert rescue Ora and get the trio home safely? Or will Graphite get his way once and for all? Better watch the next adventure of Seabert and find out tomorrow on HBO.
What do kids secretly wish for?
I would wish for the dinosaurs to be alive. You crazy, Mike? No.
How do they feel about dating?
You don't date somebody 25 times without asking them, will you marry me, if you like them well enough.
And why do some kids find marriage appetizing?
If I don't have a wife that can't cook it, I'm not going to have anything to eat. I'll just have to buy frozen meat and I'll have to eat it that way.
What do kids really say when grown-ups aren't around? To find out, watch Kids on Kids on Kids. Saturday.
It's the best of Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd.
Okay, Wabbit. Now I got you.
Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, the Roadrunner, and Coyote. Bugs Bunny and his friends create the rapid-fire fun that made them the classics of comedy.
It's the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie.
Well, back to the old drawing board.
The best in television. Nobody brings it home like HBO.
This week at Fraggle Rock, Wembley's made a divine discovery.
I don't believe it! There's water in this rock!
Trouble is, no one else believes it either.
If I were you, I'd stop listening to rocks, Wembley.
Especially the ones inside your head.
Until...
With Whoopee water, a Fraggle can frolic and sing songs and shout Whoopee all the time.
But Wembley may be all washed up when he hears a strange sound.
Warples!
Tomorrow on HBO. Watch for a behind-the-scenes special on Fraggle Rock. This week on HBO.
Hey, Big Bird's flown the coop, and we've got to get him back. The chase is on in Sesame Street Presents Follow That Bird, next on HBO.
On the next episode of Seabert, Tommy, Aura, and Seabert are on a cruise ship for some relaxation and heading for home. Certainly no harm can come to them there in the middle of the ocean. Or can it?
Tommy and Aura are not to make it the green one.
Can Tommy and Seabert rescue Aura and get the trio home safely? Or will Graphite get his way once and for all? Better watch the next adventure of Seabert and find out tomorrow on HBO.
It's the best of Bugs Bunny, Elmer Fudd.
Okay, Wabbit. Now I've got you.
Porky Pig, Daffy Duck, the Roadrunner, and Coyote. Bugs Bunny and his friends create the rapid-fire fun that made them the classics of comedy.
It's the Bugs Bunny Roadrunner movie.
Well, back to the old drawing board.
In the heart of Africa, in the midst of parched earth, a miraculous spring brings life and sustenance to an amazing array of creatures. Some are passive, some playful, and many deadly. For this is a world where man is the intruder. Cliff Robertson narrates the Survival series as it takes you below the surface, above the waters, and to the shores of the mysterious spring, Africa's Mazima.